Dear Dean, dear Excellencies, dear professors, dear guests, family and friends, my dear classmates, thank you for being here today with us, so we can together celebrate the end of the incredible journey that started for the most of us last February, and the beginning of a new one, which will bring new wonders and challenges. But we have high hopes that we have learned how to deal with them. Not harder, Jim, but smarter. My name is Aleksandra Bošković. I am a 2-year MBA student, better yet, graduate. And I stand here today honored and humbled to have this amazing opportunity to speak to the name of my amazing class, the very special one, as many professors admitted, although we have to push some of them. While I was preparing this speech, and it was a tough one, I must admit, a couple of words and feelings were going through my mind and soul. Love, gratitude, happiness, and deadlines, since we are in management school after all. The toughest task was how to explain that we, as an adults, don't want school to end, and that we would rather bring you here, our families, for one more day than go back home. So I think we should tell you now that we will also like to start a PhD. But first, just a step back or two to understand how this change happened. I always wanted to study abroad, and just as I was about to start that dream, my company has offered to me to study abroad and to have an MBA, and they suggested Bled. So I Googled, I did my homework, I asked the former students, what did you like the most about IEDC? And I got the same response. It has changed my life. How many times have you heard that response in your life? Not too many in mine, at least not when it comes to education. So the decision was made. I filled in my application. I talked to Alenka, the beautiful lady, who has recognized some potential in me that I didn't even know I had. And I was prepared and scared for yet another educational journey. And on one Friday night, I arrived to Bled. It was -17, snowy, foggy, and I was eating a pizza slice in the nearest bakery, thinking to myself, is this how the rest of the studies are going to look like? Life-changing journey? Well, not really. But I must admit, that was the first and the last time I ever felt lonely in this place. Because everyone and everything whom I met from that moment on made an unchangeable mark and have changed me already, not only me, but also my classmates. The first thing that you realize about this school is that you will not get all the answers, that the questions are way more important, and one in particular, the question why, because it's a gateway to all the other important questions and answers that follow. Through case studies that I would rather call life stories, we have learned that no matter how big you are or how smart you are, you will still face with doubts, with fears, with failures. And it's not about how to oppose life or problems. It is about how to understand why they happen and what means you should solve them. We learned not to challenge, but to cooperate, not to compete, but to help each other. We learned to look beyond the top line and the importance of making not only good decisions, but the ethical ones. There is, though, one thing that we haven't learned, and that is time management, as owners of the local bars know too well. Well, that one I would like us to keep, because, my dear classmates, as you well know, when we lost the track of time, that was the best memories were made. I'm grateful for being part of this school, I really am. Because in this troublesome world, where big are not allowed to fall, but small ones fall all the time, we really need a school like this one, more than ever, in order to make businesses more sustainable and more humane. We need a school like this one in order to educate and connect more people like the ones that I had the privilege to study with. We need it in order to guide us and to shrink the gap between what we learn and what we do. We need it as a beacon of light in order to guide others and show how dedication and businesses can come closer. We need it because it creates champions, like our deans like to say. So the knowledge was extraordinary, but what makes this school really special and different are the people, our dear professors and mentors who shared their knowledge generously, and faculty members that made every day feel like home. And since we are in a magical land of dragons, it was no wonder that we had the opportunity to face an angel. Dear Barbara, there's no thank you big enough or hug that is strong enough to express the gratitude that we feel for being under the shield of love, pure love, your love, for this whole time. Special thanks goes to our Slovenian classmates, one in particular, our dear Nina Stupan. Thank you for bringing places you like so close to us, for sharing the beauty of this country with us, for not allowing us to feel nothing but pure love for Slovenia. So it will never be just a country that we study in, but a place that feels like home. Also, I would like to thank my company, Build Studio, and companies of my colleagues for recognizing our potential and for giving us the opportunity to grow. Knowing these people, as I know you today, I have no wonder why your companies are successful as they are. And my only appeal to you is to nurture them in the future as well. Last but not the least, I recently became a mother, and I finally understood the extra burden that most of my classmates have carried on their shoulders during these 17 weeks. I want to thank each and every member of the families that are present here today, and those ones who are waiting for us patiently at home, for being there for us, for understanding and supporting this journey. And I have to thank my colleagues, because they were more than teammates. They really helped me and few others with this transition and make it so much easier. So my colleagues know I'm a geek, sort of, and I hope for knowledge. But this place, this school, has given me love and everlasting friendships. So if I have to choose just one word that can express the amount of gratitude that I feel today, it's infinity. And although I will miss us, I will miss our talks, our laughter, our walks, even those made on -17, especially those ones, I know that we will meet again, and Nina will make sure that we do. So, at the very end, was this a life-changing journey? No, it wasn't. It was an epic and fairy tale-like, but yet real and tangible for those who dare to push forward and change the world, for starters. Hvala vam. Thank you.